How are you doing
I'm
this
here.
morning?
I'm good. I'm good. Look at my wounds.
All right, thank you very much. Sorry about that. And again, reminder to members of media, we are now joined by head coach Blake Anderson of Arkansas State. Coach, before we get started with questions, can you just start us off with your thoughts on last week's game against SMU?
Yeah, just a perfect example of when you play hard, but you make too many mistakes. You don't give yourself much chance to win. We felt like that we traveled, had a good week of practice, traveled with a good plan, and still like the plan, but at the end of the day, we're still making too many inexperienced mistakes, and it's costing us games that we feel like athletically we're good enough to win. I thought SMU played a really good game, played very, very solid, mistake-free football, played physical football, and capitalized on the mistakes that we made there early in the first half. The score could have very easily been, 21-13 our direction, and because of two critical mistakes with the penalty and a fumble going into score, it turns around and we're down, and very quickly it's 21-14, 24-14, and a different feel of the game. So we've got to continue to work. We've got to improve. We're not playing very good football right now. We're playing very sloppy football, inexperienced football, and I thought we lost an opportunity for the conference to win a cross-conference line game, and we definitely lost an opportunity for us to get to a 2-1 record and move into conference play. But conference plays up, and we go into it with a 0-0 record like everybody, and we've got to take advantage of that, regroup and recover and learn from mistakes and start playing the kind of football we're capable of playing.
Coach, your upcoming opponent is Georgia Southern. What have you seen from the Eagles so far this season?
I know they struggle. Their schedule's not, their record's not what they want it to be, but they've played some good opponents both in Auburn and Indiana, and I think people don't give credit to some of the FCS programs, but New Hampshire's has been a good program for a while, so it doesn't surprise me that you can end up 0-3 or even 1-2, but I know they've made the change to the triple option. It'll be something unique that we haven't seen this year. It'll be a challenge for our defense to go from what we've seen, the first 3 weeks to stop in triple option. I think they're really athletic. I think defensively they gave us trouble last year. We moved the ball up and down the field with yardage, but we struggled to score and had to win the game in the last 6-7 seconds because of that. And as you watch them on film, they're still extremely athletic. They run around very well. So it'll and they're just like everybody else. We've been where they're at, 0-3. 0-3, not pleased with where they're at, but opportunity to start fresh with conference play. And to be honest with you, that's a way to kind of rejuvenate your team. Put the past behind you and go into conference play and start off one game at a time. So I don't want to. We don't want to think too much about what they've done. We want to know there's plenty of good enough team to beat us. We got to play at their place, which is a really tough place to go. And it is going to be a huge challenge for both of us to try to just right the ship and move on in the right direction, because neither of us are pleased with how we started.
Coach, defensively, you kind of alluded to it, but what is the challenge of facing a gun option team for your defense with their run fits and other things going to that game?
Well, we haven't tackled well in the first 3 games on defense or in special teams, and so that alone against a running team, if we don't tackle better, you're gonna have guys there assignment-wise to make the tackle, but if they don't get them on the ground, then the nature of triple option is everybody's got to take their guy and then do their job, and one of those jobs is just getting them to the ground. We don't have the luxury of missing tackles in this game, and it's just. We've got guys playing several positions for the first time and really the first significant snaps at all. You take the fact that we've not tackled well and then add the option responsibility, dive, quarterback pitch kind of stuff, and then to be able to defend the play-action pass off of that. That's a tremendous challenge, and we're fortunate to have a few extra days to get ready for it. We're going to have to go on the road and learn how to win on the road as well. It definitely presents a unique and a different challenge than what we've seen.
Coach, what are the changes in your preparation schedule with a road game on a Wednesday night coming up?
Well, we utilized the extra couple of days. You know, the mental aspect of it alone. We had a tough trip getting back. We didn't get back till 7 in the morning from SMU, and so just to get our bodies feeling better, we got a couple guys dinged up, which we need to really try our best to get them healthy. We'll go Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday schedule. Take a Friday day for a light body day. Go back again Saturday and Sunday. Take a little bit off of them on Monday, and then clean up Tuesday and play. I mean, you benefit mentally from the extra days, and then physically, we'll have some guys that'll benefit from it as well. It comes at a good time for us.
Well, Coach, thank you very much for your time this morning. We appreciate it as always.
Thanks.
I appreciate it again. And again, that was Arkansas State's head coach, Blake Anderson. Arkansas State does not play this upcoming Saturday, but their game against Georgia Southern is next Wednesday in Statesboro, and that game will be televised on ESPN2.